Alright, welcome back once again to Ark Raiders. We have the safest loot run on the Battlegrounds. No PvP and little to no PvE as well. Just in case you do get into it, take a weapon with you. You never know with these AI bots, okay? So, yeah, some of the best gear you're going to be getting, purple loot, weapons, very, very good gear. And yeah, no PvP, so that's great. So what do we need in order to do this run? Well, nothing really. A few good things that you may need with you is a hatch key just to escape very safely. You can get them or buy them or make them in your medi lab. That's it. 3 chemicals, 3 plastic parts, you have one. Take like 15 with you, they're very good. Or you can buy them from the traders in your clinic, and there you go. They cost about 900 coins. Next up, what we're going to need is a weapon just to take out those bots. You can take in a pharaoh, you can take in an anvil, a pistol, doesn't really matter. And a shield, just in case. And also, if you have a looting MK1, take it with you. 2, 3, whatever the case. And that is pretty much it. You're not going to fight anyone, so that's good. And we're going to go into play, and we're going to go into the damn Battlegrounds. Alright, so the farm starts off in the power generation complex, specifically this area right over here. Right here where the station is, I guess, actually a weapon crate does spawn in one of these corners right here. So, oh, there it is right there. Okay, so there we go. There's our first weapon that we can go ahead and pick up. And then next we're going to come over to the bridge right over here. And that's going to be our second pickup location. Now here, a few different things can spawn. A weapon crate is included, a grenade, and also a medipack. A couple of caches do spawn in there as well. So gonna go ahead now this is probably the trickiest part of this entire run, just because it's kind of like a grapple you have to kind of do, but it can get a little bit weird. Hopefully I can do it. But it is possible. It just looks very weird, but it is possible. I almost really messed up right there. But if you like kind of go to the edge and then just grapple like that by holding your jump button, for me it's space. There we go. There's another one. There we go. A purple. Nice. And then in here, we've got some more stuff, some meds, pretty good stuff right there. Okay, so there we go. Another cool new weapon. This is a volcano shotgun, which we're actually going to put on. Okay, off to the next area. Now, right now on the map is actually a harvester, which isn't exactly the best, and it's kind of in the place that we want to go by, but we want to go there. That's our next location. Let's try avoid the harvester if it is on your game right now while I'm making this video. For me, it's on the Battlegrounds, which isn't ideal, but we'll try to go past it without actually being noticed, and I shouldn't be able to get noticed by that, but the Rocketeer is the problem as well. So let's just try to not get seen, even though this terrain is kicking my ass right now. Okay, I need to keep making sure that Rocketeer isn't gonna see us. Okay, so this next location is another grenade bag spawn and also another weapon crate possible spawn. But I'll show you exactly where that's going to be located as well. Okay, so we shouldn't get seen by that. So we try to avoid this area as quick as possible. Normally you can just go right through here without a problem at all. Okay, so a grenade bag should spawn in this area, but we didn't get anything, so that's fine. And these can actually be breached as well. Next, we're going to go right over here, just next to us. This is our weapon crate location. Another one. So that's 3 already, while we're just running to every location. And there it is. Nice. We got a pretty good spawn right now. We got an anvil. That's really nice. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put... I can't put a weapon in my safe pocket. That sucks. Okay. A grenade spawn. Take these as well. Okay. You can breach these as well if you really want to, but you don't have to. Next up, we're going to come over to the Red Lake hatch. There's a couple of other things that you can actually loot in this area. And I'm using the adrenaline shots just because there is a lot of running while doing this. But we're going to have to basically run around the entire outskirts of the map. Alright, so already we've got a couple of grenade spawns. Grenade bag spawns, actually. A couple of weapon crates, about 3 or 4. And we're only a couple of minutes in already. So that's pretty good. Just gotta be careful of these snitches right here. Hopefully it won't actually see us, and I think it will. Yep. Just take care of that. I completely missed. Okay. So there is a bag that spawns in this area. Just behind here. If not, you can also loot in this area too. There's a tree here that actually does spawn some pretty good stuff. There is another bag here that does spawn as well. So just loot the area, see if you can get anything to spawn. For me, nothing spawned. So let's go over here now. Just go back down. Trying to avoid that. Next, we're going to come down to the electrical tower. That's our next location. Here, there's going to be quite a lot of things to loot. There's going to be a lot of materials, a lot of valuables, possibly a weapon spawn as well. So that area we were just in, a couple of bags can spawn if you do want to loot them. I know some fruit bags. If you're trying to look for those olives or those peaches, lemons and stuff like that, they do spawn. A grenade cache does spawn as well, and another bag. But it didn't for me, so that's fine. This electrical place here, hopefully it's not looted because there is a spawn around here. A grenade cache does spawn. I don't think a weapon crate does spawn in here, but it's still a pretty good place to loot. So you go right inside. You can actually breach these right here, so we're going to go ahead and breach them. Some good equipment you can actually get from these things. Couple of valuables. They're actually quite useful. Just so we can save time, I'm not going to loot every single one, but you get the idea of what's actually here. There's 4 of them, or 3 of them. And around here, there should be a grenade cache spawn, if it did actually spawn. And I don't think so. But that's fine. You can actually loot in there. It's pretty good for materials. Next up, you go upstairs right here. And there's another breachable... There's a bag also spawns right there. And another breachable crate does spawn here. But next, we're going to move on. Right here. There's another grenade cache spawn that does spawn right there. And actually did spawn for me, so that's great. Let's go ahead and get this. Nothing interesting, but there you go. There's the loot spot right there. Next up is the camp. There's another camp right here with another weapon crate spawn that spawns right on top of this truck. Right there. But for me, it didn't spawn. You can go ahead and just basically loot around. There's some caches that does spawn around here, especially right here as well. Up this little tower right here, there's another bag that does spawn full of seeds and sometimes a grenade cache spawn as well right in there, but nothing spawned for me, so that's fine. Okay, next up we're going to go to another raider camp. We're going to go right over here. Okay, I have to keep using his adrenaline shots because the running in this game, especially on this run, loot run, there is a lot of running, so gonna have to use them quite often. So the only great thing about this loot run is there's no PvP. Obviously, there's gonna be some people looting as well, just like this guy. Hopefully it doesn't actually kill me.
Don't shoot.
I'm friendly, I'm friendly.
Okay.
Okay. Just try to get up here. Okay, we're finally up. Now here is another raider camp that you can actually go ahead and loot. Seems like he's already looted it, but that's fine. There's another weapon crate that does spawn again on the back of this, but it didn't spawn this time. You can breach this as well, but just for purposes, I don't want to be around this guy right now. We're going to go to the next area, and that is the Fromacai Outpost, right over here. Go ahead and let's run over there. Gonna put that on, and let's run. So yeah, there's no PvP. It's funny that I said that as soon as we see someone. So it does seem like there is no PvP. Especially if you do see someone, they're probably not going to shoot, hopefully. But if they do, well, that's just the love of the game, I guess, isn't it? You're going to get PvP no matter what kind of run that you do. You can always come in here and check it out. For me, nothing spawned. But we're going to be going up there. So it's actually this way. Yeah, so we're going to come into the outpost right there. While I was doing this run one time, I did die a couple of times right off spawn, because you obviously have to spawn somewhat closest to your run. You don't have to specifically start off with the power generator area. Anyway, once you do come in here, there is a couple of things that you can loot. There's a medipack right there, which seems like it's already been looted. That's fine. There is backpack there, but you can't loot that one. In here, there's another weapon crate that does spawn. If I'm not mistaken, it should spawn on one of these tables, like right there, which seems to already been looted, but it's obviously there. Just open it up for the XP. You can get up there as well. There's some loot up here, but it's kind of weird to get up, so you have to like climb this thing, and it's really annoying, so I'd rather not for the video. But yeah, there's a couple of things you can actually loot around here. Yeah. So once you're done, you can come out. And next up, we're going to come down to... I'll just quickly get outside. We're going to come down right over here. Right there. I did waste about 5 minutes trying to run to the start of this run, so I did lose out quite a lot of time. It shouldn't be at 60 minutes right now, but we'll try and make it work. Hopefully I won't have to loot too much and waste time, but I'll show you the run anyway. Okay, so up here there is a couple of things that can spawn: a weapon crate, a grenade cache, and some other things. Okay, there we go. There is a bag right there that we can go ahead and loot. Hopefully we've got some decent stuff. Nothing. That's fine. In the back there is a weapon crate and another medipack. So there you go. That's like a 5th weapon spawn, pretty much. Some bandages right here. That's pretty good stuff. I'll take it. All right, another weapon crate. Anything's good. We'll take that. Why not? And some shotgun ammo. All right, so next we can go upstairs. We can now fire this zip line down and head over to the next area. Okay, another thing that can spawn right here. I think another weapon crate or a grenade cache or something like that, but for me it didn't spawn. Next up, we're going to come over just over here. I'm not sure if I can actually pinpoint it. Right there. There's another raider camp with another weapon crate spawn. You can go ahead and loot this. Okay. Doesn't seem like it's been looted, I don't think. Okay, well, nothing spawned here, so that's fine. You can go ahead and, if something did spawn for you, you can go ahead and loot it. Next up, we're going to come over to the water towers. This is our next area. There's a lot of loot in this area. Shouldn't be too high contested, but obviously you never know in this game. Let's go ahead and run there. I ran out of adrenaline shots because I had to run so much at the start of the game before I recorded. But anyway, let's go ahead to the next area. So you can see exactly how much spawn does actually, so how many things do actually spawn. Some things for me didn't, but hopefully for you they will. I did get a lot of weapon crates on this run, so that's great. Normally every run that I do on this, a lot does spawn, which is why I wanted to make this video. Okay, you want to just make sure you don't actually get seen by these things because it can just make your run really annoying, especially if you don't come in here with any weapons. Okay, it seems like I'm running out of time right now. Hopefully I can still show you everything, and they have turned around. No, they didn't actually. Okay, so you can come up these, climb up. Okay, another crate does spawn up here, and if it doesn't, you can jump straight down, and you can obviously loot this area. A few things do spawn in here. Okay, and you can come out. Now, each of these towers has a room just like this. You can basically go in and loot it, which seems like it's already been looted. A couple of things in here. But yeah, you can go into that one over there, which I won't go into just because of the video. And then you can go inside, have a look around, open up these crates, and there's more loot for you. So once you've done with this, we can go ahead and move over to this area. And specifically, you want to come down to the water swamp outpost, so we can go and straight run down there. And there's a room that we can go into that has some red lockers, actually, just below over here. All right, so we made it down over here just by the hatch. My last one was actually interrupted, unfortunately, in real life. So anyway, carrying on, we're going to open up this door. And inside here, there's a bunch of red lockers you can go ahead and loot. Unfortunately, this one was already looted. But I'll show you anyway. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 8 red lockers. It's a lot of loot in here. You can get some weapons, blueprints, valuables, a lot of decent stuff. So go ahead and loot this if it's not looted for you. Unfortunately for me, it was. Next up, we're going to go head down to the South Swamp Outpost. All right. Yeah, so the last run, I actually did manage to escape right over here because I had to actually leave my computer for some time. But yeah, carrying on with the run. So yeah, I did manage to keep that stuff. It was pretty decent stuff. Purple shotgun, never had that one before, so that's pretty good. And some other stuff as well. So anyway, once we've made it to this part right here, the South Swamp Outpost, there's some decent stuff that you can loot around here as well. If you go inside, another weapon crate should spawn in here somewhere. If it did for me, there it is right there. Looted, unfortunately. Go ahead and open that. Inside here, there's some more things you can go ahead and loot. Some bags do spawn in here as well. Some breachable things. Yeah, pretty decent stuff you can loot in there. And then from here, we're going to make our way to the old Battlegrounds once we are done. Actually, up there, while we're still here, just outside actually, there is something you can go upstairs to and loot. Nothing spawned up here. There is a few things that you can go ahead and open up and breach. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Remember, you can get weapon blueprints from these, just in case if you didn't know, and weapons as well. So make sure you always do breach them. I know they are loud. They are quite loud, but it is worth looting them. You do get some pretty good stuff as well. So never be afraid to loot them. If you don't want to be loud on your run, don't loot them. But if you don't mind, you know, if you are ready for maybe PvP or seeing a player in general, even if you are not going to PvP them, they still have the odd chance of shooting. So you shouldn't really see anyone, to be honest with you. We're like on the outskirts. You shouldn't really see anyone. All right, while rolling along the way, actually in the old Battlegrounds, there are some very, very high valuable items that you can go ahead and breach into and loot as well. In a certain event, there are Rocketeer husks that you can go ahead and breach into and loot. I don't think there is any at the moment that I can see. Actually, there is one right there, luckily enough. Okay, so they look like this. And basically, all you do is you breach into them. If they do start throwing electricity like that, you want to move out the way, like that. Just get out the way. Wait for it to go down, just like that. Go ahead and go inside and search. Now, you get arc alloys, these, and you also get purples. Okay, these are very, very valuable. Very valuable. And they're basically everywhere in this area. Okay, so it's a good thing that actually writes here. So, yeah, basically just go ahead and breach it again. I'll do it one more time so you can get an idea of the Battlegrounds. They're pretty much everywhere in this area. This one's going to get electricity as well. So, everywhere in this area, in this whole Battleground, you can go ahead and loot these. And you do have the chance of getting purples. They are very, very valuable. If you want to sell them or keep them, completely up to you. There we go. There's another one. Nice. There's two. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and just loot every single one. But that's what you can do if you really want to go ahead and maximize your inventory, really. And you can always go up here, have a look around. But there's about 10, probably. There's one there. There's like another 3 back there that I actually walked past on top of the ones that we've just did. They're everywhere. So go ahead and loot them. Okay, once you are finished in this area. Next up, we're going to go down to the Pale Apartments. Okay, go ahead and make your way there. And that's basically the last couple of places that we're going to go ahead and loot is the Pale Apartments, the Ruby Residence, and a couple of things here and there. And then we're going to escape finally. So yeah, you can easily escape. You can do this run very quickly. If you want to take your time, 20 minutes. The longer that you stay, the more XP that you get, by the way. Remember, always keep that in mind while you're doing these runs. Okay, so once we're inside, you can start your loot right in here. There's our first valuable. All right. And then you can go upstairs. And the first room is on the first floor. Okay, just go in here. The kitchen always has very good stuff. Toaster, actually do need that toaster, so I'll take that. An anvil, nice. Really good. Some more stuff. More valuables. There are weapon crate spawns in here, by the way, so keep that in mind. These drawers always have good stuff in as well. Materials, even weapons sometimes, blueprints, all that good stuff as well. Yeah, so the weapon crates do spawn on the floor, sometimes on the bed. So always make sure you do look there. So once you're done looting in this floor, go ahead and go on to the next floor. Same place, same room. Looks exactly the same, but there's no kitchen in this one. Go. Seeds. These drawers always have some decent stuff as well. There we go, another more valuable. Alright. Weapon crate spawn, hopefully, or some sort of cache. No, nothing. Alright, so that's the first building done. And we can go ahead and move on to the next one. So we can go outside. Next up, we're going to do the next part of the Pale Apartments. Okay, there's another one that looks exactly the same as we just did. Okay, there is a player right here, so we just got to be careful. Hello. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Do you want I have like extra things. Do you want some?
I've got some extra, actually. I was going to ask if you wanted some.
Nah, don't worry. I'm gonna do some trying to get like thingies and like that, but it's alright, don't worry.
Okay, alright.
Sure.
Okay, so that was friendly. That was really nice. So, yeah, you can see that a lot of people don't really want a PvP, especially when they're doing these runs. I think he might have looted this area already. Yeah, he did. So it looks exactly the same as the other apartment, so I'm not going to just sit here and loot it, but I'll show you exactly what you're going to be looting. Yeah, so he obviously looted it already. The exact same thing, valuables, weapon crate does spawn in there as well. Another floor just on top of us. Looks exactly the way that the other one did. We'll see if the weapon crate did spawn in here. No weapon crate, but we've got some more seeds. Okay, let's go over to the next one. Next part, we're going to go into the Ruby Residence. Now, this place is a little bit bigger than the Pale Apartments, but it does have some pretty good loot in there as well. Alright, so we enter exactly the way that we did with the Pale Apartments. This one also looks pretty much the exact same. No difference in the resident buildings in this area. Okay, so we go inside. Hopefully this one wasn't actually looted. And I don't think it was, so that's good. Another toaster, actually do need that. Another valuable. Another valuable, okay. Always check the bathrooms, they do spawn some decent stuff. No drawers. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Right, no weapon spawn or anything like that in here. We can go over to the second floor. Okay, there we go. I have a breachable box. We can go ahead and go inside. No, nothing that I want anyway. Maybe you guys want them. I don't know. We got another pistol. That's good. I'll always take weapons. Always take weapons. Okay, no cache or weapon spawn, that's absolutely fine. They're not always going to spawn. We did get a lot on our last run anyway. We got about 5 or 6 weapon crates, so yeah, that was a lot. Okay, so the next building, obviously we're still in the Ruby Residence. We're going to be over here now. Again, looks the exact same. Nothing really different here. The loot will be different though, hopefully. This looks like it was actually looted. I think it was by that guy earlier. No. Anyway, so it looks pretty much the same. Run around, go ahead and loot. Hopefully he may have missed like a weapon crate or something. So yeah, there's literally no PvP. No PvP whatsoever. You may have the odd PvE if something sees you. Hopefully it won't, but obviously you never know. These things are kind of annoying. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff to loot here. You can come out. And from here, we're pretty much done with the run. Now, the escape is right there. Okay, right next to the Pale Apartments, literally right here, about 200 meters away. You can get there in like 10 seconds. That's where you can finish your run. Pretty much that's it. If you want to come back down here as well, there's some more stuff that you can loot in this building. Let's go ahead and go in there. Let's see. Maybe we might be able to find something. Doesn't look like it was looted, but it does look quite odd. Let's kill this thing. It's going to be really annoying. There we go. All right. Nothing in here. No cash. No nothing. Obviously, stuff like that, PvE-wise, they're just annoying. Looting with them around just is a headache because they just jump on your face. Okay, let's always... I kind of always like to search these kitchens. There's always something decent, maybe. Nope, no caches, no nothing. Okay. But yeah, once you're done looting everything that you did want to loot, you can go ahead and come down right here. And you can go ahead and make your escape and leave with what you have gained. For me, I'm just gonna leave with what I have now. And that's pretty much it for this run. No PvP, little to no PvE, unless you obviously get unlucky with something that does end up seeing you. And yeah, go ahead and have fun with a full loot run in this. Just like that. I mean, that's just kind of really annoying. But anyway, the escape is literally right here. And there we go. We have escaped. Now, altogether, with the last one that I did and this one, it was around almost like around 100k. I didn't even pick up everything. I left a lot behind, like all those other Rocketeer drivers. I left pretty much all the loot in every single locker that we found. But if you do pick up stuff, for me it was video purposes, I didn't pick up everything, you can leave with easily like 150k plus credits with a lot of loot, a lot of weapons, a bunch of stuff. So yeah, go ahead and try this out. Again, no PvP whatsoever in this run. It's pretty good, chilled out, get whatever you like, and yeah, good luck out there on your runs, and I'll see you guys on the next one.